So in this video, we're gonna talk about what the GetQuerySet, this function in Django REST Framework. So I will show you the diagram, conceptual ideas first, then we'll show you actual example, then we're also gonna test out all those like REST and endpoints. So let's take a look the comparison. So by default, so the example will be, let's say we're gonna create a to-do list and we create a task, this model in Django, and by default view that will return all the objects instance from the task model. So whether the user is Alice or Bob, they all will see here, is down here. We'll see the 1, 2, 3, we'll see all the thing. But if we use the GetQuerySet and we only will get the user, the current user here, so they will filter. So in short, the GetQuerySet is defined what kind of, is how we filter out the object instead of the default view returns all of them. So this one is all of them. You can think like GetQuerySet just simply means we as developer, we design what kind of filter, how we filter the task by the current user or by the ID, whatever. So now let's jump into actual code. So let me show you the data and show the code first. So we have a model. We have a Django app called tasks. Let me zoom in a little bit. So we have the model here. The server is running. We have the model and 3 properties. The user, title, or complete. And based on that model, we create a serializer. And we just return the field right here. And the Django view, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use the serializer. And also we gonna have the set and also the model. So this is the comparison. Earlier we say the default view set, which will return all the tasks. And this is where we modify, we define what kind of like a model instance, what kind of tasks will return with this GetQuerySet. This is where we define. So inside the GetQuerySet method here, we filter out the tasks object only by the current user. Here, we only get back the request user, which we get from here. And also there's a URL. We're gonna get the token first. And we try later on, we're gonna send some requests through Postman to see actually how it works. Okay, so remember this all tasks is the default and the tasks only return the current user like we see the diagram before. So let's take a look at the database. So in the database, we have 3 tasks. First one, Jen, created by Alice, homework by Bob, and shopping. Okay, then later on, we're gonna assign it in as Alice. So which means we're gonna return this Jen and shopping. But when we go to the all tasks, we choose the 3 of them. So now let's open our Postman to send us a request. So we need to get the token first. Then we get the token. We get an access token and we copy this. And I go to this. We need this. So this is where we get the token, which is we log in as Alice here. You see the username and the password. just for testing Alice. And when we try to send a request to this URL, just simply means this, let me see, this URL, all tests. So this one doesn't need any authenticated, oh, it need a user to see that. So, okay, so let's see this one, the default views here, that should return all the objects here. As you can see, the query set here. So will be 3, where we should see 3. See here, ID 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's correct. So now let's do another, should be only tasks. See here? So here we only see the 2 tasks from Alice, which is created by Alice, which is match the database we see earlier. So let's review what we learned about GetQuerySet in this video. So basically, like I said earlier, by default view, they will return all the objects from a model here. You can see here all the objects. But what did I do? So all the objects here, 1, 2, 3. But when you want to try to define how you filter out the objects, you're gonna use this GetQuerySet. And also I will leave the repo link in the video description for this code. So feel free to check it out and compare. And that's it, will be this video. If you have any question, just leave me a comment in the comment section.